I'm gonna give y'all a little audio review of singer Maya's Houston performance at Celebrezenrose or Celebrating Pink event. Here's where your biggest problem is with Maya. She just doesn't. She's not getting it. First of all, this event was probably about 97, 98% women's event. It had some other performers as well. Maya was not the headliner. Um, Maya should have done like a quick little walkthrough. I mean, you got like 3,000 women there, and it had photo installation. So there was all these women taking photos, and you don't get like Maya's still playing that 1980s game, like the hide behind the curtain game. Like there's no social media, like there's no internet, like there's like the world hasn't changed. And so in other words, basically this is the deal. Let's take Ro James and John B. Right? Okay, so Ro James, John B. They're performing in Houston tonight. They're performing at a place called Rise, um, a venue called Rise in 2600 Travis Street, which is in Midtown. And, it's like $40 to get in, all the way up to $750 for like VIP tables, VIP sections. But here's the deal: it's not, it's not on a green space. It's not an outdoor, festival concept. You wouldn't expect, like John B to you know, walk through the crowd a little bit, and maybe go take. There's no photo installation set up. You know what I mean? Like it's not the festival vibe. It just doesn't go. How's that? Like it's just you're not gonna see Ro James and John B. Yeah, you're gonna see them on the stage performance. Now they do have a $40 meet and greet set up, and that's behind the stage after the show, and you're not gonna be able to see it, and you're not gonna be able to get there, um, unless you pay the $40. And that makes sense, right? Okay. Now, if they thought that the meet and greet was sellable, right? If they thought a meet and greet was sellable to where it made sense, they would have done it. But I can't see at this particular festival from yesterday where selling meet and greets for Maya would have got much mileage. You see what I'm saying? I mean, of course, there have been a few, but I don't think it would have been worth it. To the venue, I don't think it would have been worth it to her. She didn't even try to set up she didn't try to sell any merch, any of that. Like she came from behind the curtain, jumped on stage, and then she left, right? And her career is just not, it's not 2004 anymore. And plus, this is Houston, this is my city. And what she should have done, we talking about Maya Marie Harrison, since she want to come to Houston. What she should have done was not, she shouldn't have walked through the entire crowd, like it was a networking event. I'm not saying she should have done that. What I'm saying is she should have touched in the crowd a few areas on the photo installations going to the stage. She should have went in that crowd. Instead, she's playing it like it's 2004, 2005. And I'm talking about for her individually. I'm not even saying on the guy, Robin Thicke. I'm not even saying that. Like, I'm not even sure that's the right vibe for Robin Thicke to be going through a small portion of the crowd. But for Maya to play it like, like her career still at that level where she needs to, just come from behind the curtain, hit the stage for 20 minutes and then try to get out of there. No. No, her career's been gone from that level. I was disappointed. I was disappointed that she did not go through the crowd a little bit. She should have went to some of those photo installations and just did a quick little cameo appearance, like, hey, I appreciate y'all coming out, are y'all good, thanks for supporting me, thanks for supporting the venue, thanks for supporting the festival. Now, so yeah, that's where she made her mistake. And on top of that, because she wanted to get gangster with it like that, and she really, really wanted to get gangster with it like that, let me tell you who they should have booked instead of her. And they already have her in the lineup for Washington, D.C. You notice they don't have Maya booked for D.C., and D.C. is next to where Maya's from. Maya's from Maryland, but technically she was born in D.C., but that's because the hospital was in D.C. But the point is, they don't have Maya booked for D.C. They have a lady named Tamia. Now, Tamia, I know she's from Canada. I know she's from Canada. I know she's not from America. But Tamia, she's got a great catalog of songs that just match the vibe of that whole festival. Yeah, I mean, like all of Tamia's songs, all of Tamia's top 100 and top 10s, they all match the vibe of Celebrating Pink. I mean, all of them. And it's hard to get there with Maya's catalog because Maya's catalog doesn't exactly match too much of the vibe with that particular festival. It just doesn't in comparative to Tamia. So I would have liked to have seen Tamia been booked in Houston, and I just don't think Maya's music catalog really matches the vibe of that festival at all. I mean, this is a festival as far as in Houston that drew thousands of women that were looking for that, they were looking for like that Robin Thicke. They were looking for that Tamia vibe, you know, like that missing you vibe and that, you know, Beautiful Surprise by Tamia. Tamia's got a great song called Beautiful Surprise. I don't know how much of the music Tamia has written herself, but I think the festival would have done just as well in Houston, had Maya been there or not. Like I said, it was just a quick little 25-minute, in and out stage performance. She was gone, and I didn't see it leave too much with the attendees. I would have I would have been happier with Tamia, or Maya should have done, a limited amount of walkthrough. She's got to stop hiding behind the stage. What is she gonna do? Is she gonna, run the numbers up like that all the way until she's 55, 60 years old, or what? You know, it's like when you start getting to a level of music where it's like, you know, you don't always go in, through the stage door anymore. The stage door is not for an entire career, Maya. Right, you're just not gonna do it. If you want to run your career all the way to the ground, you don't use the stage door forever. Eventually, you just be like, hey, I'm not gonna use the stage door. I'm just gonna kind of go in through through the side door. I'm gonna go in with the people. Yeah, I'm gonna go in and socialize a little bit on the way in. The stage door is Maya 2002, Maya 1998, Maya 2004, 2005, maybe. But in 2022, if Maya's still trying to use the stage door, hide behind the curtain, jump on stage with Jazz from 97.9 The Box, and be there for 20 minutes and then take off out the back, it's like, nah, not in my city, not on my watch, Maya. So I'm not happy with the selection. I think they would have done better booking somebody else, and I think the majority of women at the festival agree with me. The real Mike Wilson.